Let's say you're driving somewhere to get somewhere for Shabbos, and it's Friday afternoon, and you hit a major traffic jam. And by the time you emerge, it is obvious that you are not going to get to your place in time for Shabbos. There's a half hour till sunset, and your destination is 2 hours away. What do you do? So the answer should be obvious. It doesn't even have to be on one of these videos. It starts with the fact that under absolutely no circumstances can you continue driving on Shabbos. That is a biblical prohibition. You're making a fire, and you have to figure out what you can do. You pull off, you go to a motel, even if, you have to have a way of maybe registering using electronics. If by the time you're able to do that, that's rabbinic. And you stay in the motel, even if it means no kiddush, no hamotzi. Not driving on Shabbos absolutely is the highest priority. If that's not possible, you pull off and you call a cab. And that's a rabbinic prohibition. Again, you have to get to a place. Maybe there's certain issues about being able to observe Shabbos in the full way, Kiddush and Hamotzi and so on. Certainly there's possibly a degree of danger, which we'll get to. And Bein Hashmashos, you can tell a non-Jew to do something for the sake of a mitzvah. Now, if there actually is a concern that none of those options are possible, and staying where you are, staying in your car, which is also an option, is a real concern of safety, then of course, you do what you need to do if there's a concern of safety. But outside of that, you stay in your car if you have to for Shabbos. You do not violate Shabbos. That answer seems so obvious that it would not even require one of these videos. However, I have been shocked at people that have thought otherwise. And I even heard that somebody in a more sort of right-wing leaning camp gave somebody a psak otherwise, which is inconceivable to me. And the answer they gave was, look, there's a position of Rabbeinu Tam, which we don't go by, that Shabbos ends 72 minutes after sunset. Actually, I adopt that position. The lenient side of Rabbeinu Tam is that Shabbos doesn't begin until 58 minutes after sunset. So people have given a ruling, and I've been totally shocked, and I hope this is a complete aberration, that this Shabbos you rely on Rabbeinu Tam and gives you another hour. So maybe it wouldn't work in my scenario. To me, this is horrific because it makes halacha a game. It basically says it's all about rule following, and we're going to follow this rule rather than that rule. And you normally don't keep Rabbeinu Tam. So if we really believed in it, you would have been violating Shabbos your whole life on Saturday night. So maybe some areas of halacha, certainly rabbinic, we can say it's more rule-oriented, but if we have any sense of a metaphysical reality of Kedushat Shabbat, what does it mean to say that we can, play this Shabbos like Rabbeinu Tam? It makes a joke of everything, and if we think about how much previous generations have sacrificed not to violate Shabbat because they deeply believed in the inviolate sanctity, and what will this do if you follow it this Shabbos to your relationship to the sanctity of Shabbat, and what will it do if rather you pull off, you go to the motel, you spend a somewhat miserable Shabbos in the motel? What does that do for your religious sensibility of the inviolate nature? So to me, I had a rabbinic colleague who said, if somebody actually does something like that, relies on Rabbeinu Tam, they should set aside money for a korban chatas when the Beis HaMikdash is rebuilt. If we believe in the Kedushat of Shabbos as a reality and not some rule playing, then there's no question what you have to do in this circumstance.